All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Thanks for stopping through. Thank you for taking time out of your day just to tap in. All right, so for today's video, I've got a quick review, first impressions, although one of them I've actually worn, of a house, really of some fragrances that I got from the house as part of a handcrafted trio, as I think what they call them. I am talking about the house of SAVOIR FAIRE. And every time I say that, I think about the cartoon I had growing up. I forget which cartoon it was, but I just remember the catchphrase, "Savoir faire is everywhere." So yeah, if you're old enough to remember that, tap in. All right. So, but SAVOIR FAIRE is a Black-owned fragrance company in Atlanta, out of Atlanta. And I had seen them, of course, just around. They had a great deal discount for Black-owned Fragrance Week. So I was able to pick up something and just check it out, tap it in, see what it's about. All right, so as far as the presentation, again, I showed you the box. It comes in this way, little magnetic latch there, but you open up and you've got the three there. I do, I like the presentation. I like what this house is doing. One of the things, he's got a quote here that I think is just, it's a nice quote. It says, "My very first customer asked an important question. Is this for everyday use or for only for special occasions? And speaking about this, the owner classic, I realized in that moment the power of fragrance are applied every day as a special occasion." And I think for those of us that are in the fragrance community, those of us that love these fragrances, love these things that we spray and they disappear after 4 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, I think we realize that, it's kind of a special moment to throw on something. And some of us are very intentional, are thinking through what the day is like, what we've got going on, and how the fragrance might do that. So I appreciate that. So the three that came with this one are from the Dope Florals collection. So we have Figasm, HellaFlora, and Indicativa. All right, you might know what that Indicativa is already working with. Let's kind of go through the notes. We're going to do the first one, which is Figasm. We'll do that. In Figasm, there is fig, Japanese cedar, frankincense, ambroxan, black currant, papyrus, jasmine, pear musk, vanilla, and ginger. All right, so you got that on there. See if it focuses in. There we go. Figasm. Oh, and also with it, I forgot to mention, also that comes with it is some tester strips. Let me show you. Pretty cool. Let's try it again. There we go. There it focused. All right. So got the logo on there. It's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to use it because what else would I have it for other than just to use it for this? So this is Figasm. Atomizer is not that great as far as just on here. It's not bad. It's just a little hard to do. So this, you got the fig, and there's this earthiness that is attached to it, more earthy than what I'm used to as far as just the fig notes that I've come across. Yeah, the cedar mixed in there as well. So I was reading, I forgot where I was reading it, but this is a fragrance that, according to, I think his name is Chris Classic, that works on its own, but also could be layered with some things. And this would probably, for me, I'd have to test this out with layering. I wore it one day last week. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like it was just scrub it off my skin, but it wasn't my favorite fragrance. It didn't necessarily fit my scent profile, as it were. I get it. It's a good fragrance. It's just not, it's not wowing me, if that makes sense. The earthiness is just a little too earthy for me in this one. All right, but that's Figasm. So that was one. Next, let's look at, and let's go with HellaFlora. Now, granted, I have sniffed all of these at one point or another since I've gotten it, but this is kind of my first impressions, just to kind of let you guys know what it's working with, how it's flowing. This is HellaFlora. Let's put it there so you can see. There we go, HellaFlora. All right, so the notes on this one are yuzu, iris, frankincense, rose, black pepper, amber, tuberose, myrrh, papyrus, bakur, jasmine, coffee, hanuki, musk, cassia, and ambroxan. So Lots of different stuff in there. Some of it I don't know what it is, but it's okay. 3 sprays. Now this is it is just really a floral scent. At the end of the day, it's a nice, but this is not, normally when we talk florals, we're talking, you know, it may feel more feminine. This, I'd rock this. This is just, it's nice, soft, not too soft, not too delicate, if you will. There's some body to this, but it's not a potent body. It's just, it's there. Yeah, the florals in this work very well. Yeah, this, of the two right now between Figasm and HellaFlora, this is the one I definitely rock. I'd rock this on my own. I'd rock this. In fact, I'm taking a cruise as of filming this in a couple of days. I might even be on the cruise by the time you're seeing this. This might go with me on my cruise. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out, I've got to figure out my rotation for the cruise. It's a small cruise, but still. But this, yeah, this right here, this is the one that of the so far is my top one. HellaFlora is the one. HellaFlora is nice, floral, but still has some masculine qualities to it. Has some body, has some depth. It doesn't feel too feminine, if that makes sense. Yeah, HellaFlora is the one so far. So we'll put that back in here. And then the last one is Indicativa. Get it out the case. All right, Indicativa. As far as our notes on this one, you've got cannabis, vetiver, vanilla, illumin, black agar, patchouli, bergamot, musk, greenwoods, cedar, and sandalwood. So let's just throw this there, see what we're working with. Indicativa. Yeah, you get the cannabis note. Not a pungent cannabis note, but it's there, right? And I apologize, my dog is going crazy. He's just mad because somebody's in our backyard working. All right, but yeah, this is number 2 for me. Now, this is a little darker than, and I think I mentioned this, it's a little darker than Mancera's Hindu Kush, which is another one that I've smelled that has a cannabis note in it. This one right here is a little more mellow, if you will. Hindu Kush is very bright, if you will. This is a little more mellow. I hate to say darker, but in comparison, it is a little more subdued. But this might work well. I'd have to really give this a full wearing and test it on skin, see how it integrates with my skin. My main concern is I don't want to necessarily go around, and this was my concern even with Hindu Kush, right? Was I don't want to go around smelling like weed. Let's just be honest. That's not what I want to do. It doesn't fit me. But I don't think that this will be enough where it's like it feels that way, right? Yeah, this. So if I were to rank these, number 1 would be HellaFlora. HellaFlora is the number 1 in this, out of this set for me. HellaFlora is the one that I'm rocking. HellaFlora is the one that I'll definitely be checking out and tapping in with. Number 2 is Indicativa. Indicativa is my number 2. Really want to spend a little more time with it, just kind of see how it plays with my skin. And then number 3 out of this set is going to be Figasm. Just because the earthiness, a little too much for me as far as just how it plays. This, I may just go ahead and see how this does. Take, I think his name is Chris Classic. Take his recommendation and layer it. See what I can maybe layer it with, kind of play around with that and see kind of how we can work this. But nice stuff from the house of Savoir Faire. Definitely some other things that I want to check out, some other things that I've heard about that we'll be checking out pretty soon. Well, soon enough, we'll be checking in. But something, if you're looking for something kind of off the beaten path, if you're looking for a fragrance house that maybe, you know, does things a little differently, and just get your nose on some stuff that you know, before it kind of blows up, you might check out Chris Classic and check out the House of Savoir Faire. I did see that they have a new kind of pop-up store, if you will, in Atlanta, featuring Black-owned fragrances. So next time I'm in ATL, I will definitely be checking it out. But not bad, good stuff. Not disappointed at all. Again, Figasm is decent. It's just not my scent profile. HellaFlora, flowery, floral, but definitely fits me. And Indicativa, gonna play around with that some more. That's an interesting one that could get some more wear out of me as well. All right, that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's something that you've experienced from this House of Savoir Faire that you would recommend. I know I've heard about Soul Cafe, and I think the other one is Whiskey Rose, which are another two that I'm definitely going to be checking out at some point. But let me know your thoughts. Again, as always, I simply ask, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good, and do me the honor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, and share. Meet me in the comments. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.